Sometimes the thought of working when you have a young child at home can seem counterintuitive. After all, childcare isn't cheap, and depending on your earning potential, the cost of this can put a significant dent in what ends up in your pocket. The Tax Free Childcare Scheme was introduced by HMRC to assist working parents and could save you up to £2,000 per year per child. In this video, we will cover: how does it work? Who is eligible? Changes to the scheme due to COVID-19, and finally, how to apply. Now, before we get into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to make sure you're kept up to date with all of our latest content. This really helps us to create more helpful videos and to get you free quality advice from real qualified accountants. The Tax Free Childcare Scheme essentially saves you the basic rate of tax, currently 20%, off of your childcare costs from providers registered for the scheme. Now, these could be childminders, babysitters, playgroups, nurseries, etc., but they must be registered for the scheme. Your child must be under the age of 11 and usually live with you. Adopted children do qualify, but fostered children do not. When you register for the Tax Free Childcare Scheme, you open what's called a childcare account on the gov.uk website. You pay funds directly into this account, which are then topped up by HMRC with the 20%, the basic rate of tax. HMRC will top this up to a maximum of £500 every 3 months, so £2,000 per year per child. And this increases to up to £4,000 if your child has a disability. So, for example, if you have 2 children and qualify for the scheme, and over the course of the year you pay £3,200 into your childcare account, HMRC will top this up by £800, giving you £4,000 to spend on childcare from registered providers. You can then use your childcare account to make one-off or regular payments for childcare. Finally, you must reconfirm your details every 3 months to keep receiving the top-ups and to keep HMRC informed that you are eligible. Firstly, you will not be able to claim tax-free childcare at the same time as tax credits, universal credit, or childcare vouchers. You will also not be able to claim if you or your partner are expecting to earn over £100,000 of adjusted net income in this tax year. Although due to COVID-19, there are a couple of exceptions here, which we'll cover later on in the video. The general eligibility requirement for tax-free childcare for most people is that you and your partner are both working and earning at least the national minimum wage. Now, these vary depending on your age, but for example, let's assume you and your partner are 30 and each earn £2,000 over a 3-month period. Now, the national living wage is £1,818.76 for this age group, so you would qualify for tax-free childcare. If you or your partner are self-employed and are struggling to meet the earning requirements, you can take an average of profits for the last 12 months and use this figure, as HMRC understand that self-employed earnings tend to fluctuate over the year. Now, if you or your partner are not working, then you may still qualify for tax-free childcare if you receive incapacity benefit, severe disablement allowance, carers allowance, or contribution-based employment and support allowance. Due to the outbreak of COVID-19, HMRC have made several changes to the eligibility requirements for tax-free childcare. They are as follows. You may still be eligible for tax-free childcare if you're temporarily working less and are on furlough through the Job Retention Scheme or have claimed a self-employment support grant. Finally, the upper limit of £100,000 adjusted net income has been increased to £150,000 for critical workers who have worked additional hours due to COVID-19. So, if additional working hours have pushed your income over the threshold, you may still be eligible to claim. You can find a link to a list of what's counted as a critical worker in the description box below. The easiest way to check if you're eligible for tax-free childcare is to apply using HMRC's website. Click on the link below in the description box. The application process takes around 20 minutes and you'll find out if you're eligible within 7 days, but often you'll get a response almost immediately. The application process will also check if you're eligible for 30 hours of free childcare, so it's definitely worth doing. Finally, there is also a calculator to see how much assistance you could get from HMRC towards your childcare costs. Now, the links to both of these are in the description box below. We also have a comprehensive blog post on our website that goes into even more detail about tax-free childcare. Head over to our website to read it. Once again, the link is in the description box below. I hope this video has helped you understand the basics of tax-free childcare and taken you one step closer to knowing your numbers. If you found this video helpful, or if there are any topics you'd like us to cover in the future, then let us know in the comments below. Finally, make sure to like and subscribe, as this really helps us to get our content out there. This is Matthew Shoughton for the Accounting and Tax Academy. Thanks for tuning in.